Welcome to Eggs. And also to the stream. I actually like this one. We're gonna save it. Today, we're going to be taking on the third part of the Windblume Festival. And the Cocogoat chapter, as some would call it. We were planning to get some eggs. Planning to do some hangouts with the boys, but I don't have enough story keys yet, which is 4, to unlock both of them. So we're gonna leave them for next time. But that's for later. Now, the Realm of Fog and Wind, Windblume Festival Part 3. Go to the alchemy store. You and Venti keep pushing on for the sake of some good wine. Cold corners, perilous places, strange sights. Who knows what incidents await the two of you? Even more interestingly, you begin to realize that there is no common understanding of what a Windblume is. Are we returning to that plot point? The plot point of
so heavy.
Of nobody knows what flowers we are actually talking about. Well, let's see who we meet at the alchemy store, aside from Venti.
We're here, Timaeus' alchemy store.
And the dog has found us.
Did you say my name?
Looks like I beat you here.
Looks like your voice took a while to come out.
So, did you do your homework, Timaeus? Paimon wants to hear it.
I can hear dog.
So sorry. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Timaeus, might I ask how you're progressing?
Well, that's not surprising at the alchemy store.
Huh? Traveler and friends. Oh, nice to see you again.
I wonder if the dog is supposed to be in this scene. I don't think it is, but it's doing a great job.
Sucrose has me deciphering an alchemical recipe, but my brain is doing backflips. I just don't understand it.
So, in other words, no progress?
No.
Oh. Now that you mention it, I can't figure it out either. Is alchemy really that mysterious?
But of course! Alchemy is an ancient and mystical discipline. Yet, with the passage of time, those that can be said to have mastered its secrets grow fewer and further between.
Why not just ask the amazing Albedo?
Yes, that was my thinking too. But I believe that Mr. Albedo is still painting on the mountain. And we've got lots of research to do. There's no getting around it.
If you want my opinion, if Mr. Albedo can't figure out this recipe, nobody in Tevat can. Sucrose, what exactly is this recipe anyway?
It's a Windblume recipe I transcribed from an ancient book. Ooh, what if the Windblume isn't a naturally occurring plant after all, but an alchemical creation?
Oh! Now that's an interesting take on the Windblume conundrum.
You misunderstand. The book doesn't say anything about it being a recipe for a Windblume. The book... Well, actually, it doesn't exactly have the appearance of a book anymore.
Did you blow it up?
It's badly damaged and lots of information is missing. Only a few pages of scattered notes from the original volume have survived. That, and a recipe written in some unknown language. The author mentioned in the notes that the recipe was extremely precious. Timaeus and I are completely unable to decipher the content. I know it might seem inconceivable, but something about it being extremely precious made me think of Windblume's.
Huh? But...
That's an active imagination.
Traveler, if I may be so bold, could you take this recipe to Mr. Albedo?
Will do.
Mr. Albedo should be at the camp at the foot of the mountain.
Ah, the mountain. Now there's a romantic location.
Windblume, the flower that alchemy made. Sounds exciting. Paimon needs to know the truth. Let's get going. Albedo, here we come.
But I can still not pet dogs. Please add that in a future update. It's the only thing I need in this game.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
It's an ebook with the wrong code page. That would explain a lot of things. Also, I keep not preloading the mountain, because I don't think we would ever get here. But it keeps being a place of visiting. Hey, Albedo.
Albedo!
Oh. Traveler and Paimon? And who might this be?
This is our tone-deaf bard.
Venti will do just fine, but yes, I am a bard.
Greetings. I'm Albedo, the alchemist.
The Windblume Festival is in full swing. People celebrating everywhere. And here you are all by yourself.
Must be lonely.
Well, with the Windblume Festival in full swing, as you say, why would you be out here looking for me?
We're helping Sucrose. Sucrose gave us some paper. She says there's a Windblume recipe from an ancient text on it. Neither she nor Timaeus can understand it, so we came looking for you.
A Windblume recipe?
Yeah.
I see. This is an ancient language. It's no wonder Sucrose and Timaeus couldn't decipher it.
And can you?
Even so, I don't believe this is a recipe for a Windblume.
So what could it be?
I could only guess, I'm afraid. In order to reach a conclusion, we'll need to see the real thing. Sadly, my hands are full right now. But I can give you a list of ingredients, if you'd like to go gathering.
We love fetch quests. Apparently I already have everything we need. It's a dog retracting recipe. Yes.
Okay, job done.
Don't even know what we're giving you, but here.
Great work. Let's have a look, shall we? Seems we have everything we need. Not for the alchemical process. This shouldn't take long.
Get to work.
There we have it.
Is this the Windblume that Sucrose was talking about?
Looks and smells familiar.
It's just a sweet flower.
Oh great.
Have a closer look. Are you sure it's the same as other sweet flowers?
It's sucrose flower.
minute. Why is this sweet flower so big?
It's extra sweet.
So this is the Windblume created by following this ancient recipe. It really does make me think of sucrose.
Huh. It does seem like something she would like.
Do sweet flowers this size even count as sweet flowers anymore?
I can say with certainty that yes, they do. Their essence is the same.
But Sucrose said that she transcribed the recipe from an ancient book. Could it be that there were sweet flowers around even in ancient times?
Why wouldn't...
There were indeed sweet flowers in antiquity. This species has a long history.
Seriously? Have sweet flowers really existed all that time?
Yes.
Whoa!
Definitely something that Sucrose would like.
Well then, I must head further into the mountain. I still have painting to do. Perhaps you could pass this on? Traveler, enjoy the celebrations.
Give the Windblume to Sucrose. It disappeared too fast. I wanted to read it. Wondrous, lovely flower. A wondrous flower created using alchemy. With star silver as its main component, its petals are large but soft, and it glimmers with a silvery light. Silver light. So we had to get a star silver. Good to know in the aftermath. There was no paimon, so nobody to eat all the flowers. That makes sense. There is still a dog.
Oh, Sucrose! We've got something for you.
Oh, you're back.
Timaeus, how's that homework coming along?
Did you get the Windblume? Let me see, let me see. Here's the flower he created, but Albedo said it's just... it's just like the Windblume in my dreams. It's just a sweet flower. No, hear me out. This is a perfect specimen from an ancient recipe. I saw it in my dreams. The Tetratanic sweet flower. The what now? The seeds of the Tetratanic sweet flower are 4 times bigger than those of ordinary sweet flowers. And the sweet flowers that grow from them are, well, Tetratanic sweet flowers. Bigger, stronger, sweeter, and more beautiful. A perfect Teyvat species. Oh, and not to mention that the recipe comes from remote antiquity. A perfect, magnificent flower from the far-flung past. Whatever people say, this is my Windblume.
Sucrose is... consistently sucrose.
I must go and source some nutrients for my Windblume. Bye for now.
It feels like Windblume is just what everyone wants it to be.
Who knew alchemy could generate such enthusiasm? Now, Timaeus, your homework?
Just finished, sir. Here.
Ooh, here we go. Paimon's favorite part.
Timaeus, may I recite it?
You're gonna read it out loud?
Don't be embarrassed. Here we go. Hand in hand with you before the furnace, the flames fail to rise, for they are burning in my heart.
Wow. sounds so romantic. And you even tailored it to your profession. Great job.
Truly, a masterpiece beyond all expectation, Timaeus. You're a natural.
Really? Wow, I had no idea that someone like me could write love poems of any merit. It must have been Professor Venti's excellent guidance.
Surely it must have been.
Professor, as soon as I'm done here, I'll sort out my tuition fee.
Ah, music to my ears. Now, that's job satisfaction. And I guess that's everyone's homework collected, no?
Aren't we missing someone?
Who could that be?
Oh! Where did Bennett run off to?
Right, that's something I noticed after the last stream was offline. When we went to Barbara and she had her most precious stone, Bennett ran off. And we never saw him again. Poor Bennett. Go to the cathedral and talk to Barbara.
Anything the knights can do for you.
Hey Barbara. Do you know where Bennett is?
Barbara, we need to ask you something.
Traveler, Paimon, Mr. Bard! Something terrible's happened! Bennett's gone missing!
Oh no, your most precious.
Missing? You mean he hasn't returned after leaving that day?
Yes! What if he's in danger? We have no idea where he is!
The Thousand Winds Temple.
Huh? Rosaria?
With you all in the cathedral shouting at the top of your lungs, I could hear everything you were saying.
Oh, Paimon remembers now. He said something like, I've got it! The Thousand Winds Temple!
There's no time to lose. Let's head to the temple and investigate.
It's only been 3 days. Or so. Surely he's fine. It's not like he's notoriously unlucky. Can we get down without encountering anything? I would appreciate it. Seems like it. I mean, there is a Mr. Cyclops walking around in the center of the temple.
No trace of Bennett anywhere. What's that over there?
Forces? Fraser, someone's coming! Maybe they're here to save us! Traveler, keep your eyes peeled for enemies.
Defeat the Mr. Cyclops. Also, apparently Razor is also somewhere around here.
Jumping, jumping, blazing to life!
Where could Bennett be? Is that him?
La la la.
How?
Ah, we're here! Bennett, we've come to the rescue! Whoa, this cell has 2 sections.
How did you get in there?
See what I mean? Even they're surprised by this crazy cell.
Lucky you two got locked on opposite sides.
Oh, what a superior design. Presumably an ancient mechanism is involved somehow. There's gotta be a mechanism around here someplace. Quick, go look for it.
Stomach rumbling.
Ah, you just ate the apple from my bag. You two seem to have adjusted well to life in prison. We can leave you here if you like. No, not funny. I'm begging you, all right? Please, find the mechanism.
Is it the one right here? Well, that was easy.
And open sesame. Freedom at last.
Mechanism 1, Bennett 0.
Very unexpected.
I wouldn't call it unexpected. This was just a normal day for me.
Sorry.
No need to apologize. It wasn't even your fault. So, let's hear the story. Wait, what happened with that letter?
Oh, it was just a false alarm. Turns out some fans just wanted to get her attention so they could get a gift to her.
What the? That's terrible. What kind of a person does that? I've been locked up here a whole day thanks to them.
Or 3 days.
Sorry.
Don't be, Razor. I didn't mean... Like I said, there's nothing to apologize for.
What did Razor do?
It was my fault for being so hasty in the first place. I rushed off without giving the map a proper look and ended up in the complete wrong location. After I left the cathedral, I came straight to the area around the Thousand Winds Temple. But there were monsters everywhere, not to mention ruin guards. You know, those huge things. I guess you've seen them before. But as a first-rate adventurer, I was able to rely on my wits to evade them. Then I got to the temple itself. The moment I arrived here, I heard a monster's roar.
Well, Paimon's guessed the ending already.
You ran away and got trapped.
I remember thinking it must be some villainous trap that the perpetrator had set for us. But was Bennett the adventurer, leader of Benny's adventure team, about to back down? No way! So I charged straight in! That's when I found him inside.
Razor, what were you doing at the Thousand Winds Temple?
Wovendom. Many hunters. Too noisy, so I leave.
So, you came all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple, then what? You were trapped by the mechanism?
Turns out it was no ordinary cell, what with the inner and outer sections. Of course, when I saw that Razor had been trapped inside, I had to rescue him. Then, all of a sudden, there was a huge crash as the other cell door came down.
Yep, just as Paimon expected.
Anyway, why did you come to the Thousand Winds Temple?
To look for you, idiot.
Bennett, did you forget about your homework? I'm ready to collect my tuition fee once I've corrected it, of course.
Oh, the love poem! Of course I didn't forget.
You had enough time.
It's not like I had much else to do, being stuck in this cell all day and all night. So at some point, I just started working on it. It's all finished now. Even Razor reviewed it.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, yeah? Razor, how did he do?
Don't understand words, but feel warm, tingly,
Oh.
like wolfhook thorn.
Bennett, may I recite your work?
Oh, sure. A taste of Bennett's wordsmanship.
Yay! A round of applause for Bennett!
You and the Mare Javari, so close and yet so far. One at the edge of the world, the other in the center of my heart. Wolfhook and Dandelion, my Windblume offering to you.
Wolfhook?
Yeah, not bad, right?
It's definitely your style.
Down to earth. Plenty of romance, too.
Marvelous work! Unpretentious and honest, sincere and evocative.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Bennett did good poem.
Thanks to you too, Razor.
Congratulations! Nice job! Still, Wolfhook and Dandelion, can they both be Windblooms?
I guess everything that grows in Mondstadt is a Windblume.
Oh, that was Razor's addition. I asked him, what do you think the Windblume is? Wolfhook was his answer.
Yes, wolfhook, good.
So, even berries count now?
A novel take indeed.
Ah, I'm so happy. Today was lucky. Getting rescued against the odds, receiving praise for my poem. Brilliant! Sir, as soon as we're back in Mondstadt, I'll buy you some wine.
Bennett's pretty easy to please.
That's not quite it. I'm always so unlucky, so I'll take what I can get.
Yes, but in future, be careful.
Hey, you should talk.
Everyone, I have an announcement to make. All the poems from the Fast Track class have now been collected.
Great!
So to celebrate, let's go to the tavern and have a drink.
I'm afraid Razor and I have to be going. He said he knows of some relatively unknown areas worth exploring and wants to show them to me. Have a great time, though.
So yeah, the angel chair. Good and all, but I don't think this gate was ever open before. Is there anything in here? No. Well, that's disappointing. To the angel chair we go then. Could have at least hidden a chest in there or something. Razor ate everything that was in there. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All those ancient, long locked away wolf hooks.
Hey, Charles, it's us!
Welcome. Have a seat wherever you like.
No, Charles, just Diluc.
Master Diluc?
Oh, I was about to finish this drink and go looking for you. But you've done the hard part for me.
Sure is lively in here.
It is the Windblume Festival after all. No one in Mondstadt who has the time and mora is going to miss out on a trip to the tavern.
Not even the undead.
Traveler, will you have a drink? No pressure. It's not a requirement. Soaking up the festival atmosphere is the most important thing. Master Jean wanted me to pass along this message. You've been chosen as this year's Windblume Star. Quite the honor.
Windblume Star?
The Windblume Star is one of Mondstadt's greatest honors. Normally only bestowed upon those who have made enormous sacrifices for Mondstadt, or who have truly proven themselves over the Windblume Festival period.
I guess we've done both.
Since arriving in Mondstadt, you have offered invaluable support to its people. This is their way of saying thank you.
I know you will receive it gracefully. Oh yes, and another thing. The Windblume Star must attend the Windblume ceremony together with the acting Grand Master. During the ceremony, you will represent the people of Mondstadt in making a Windblume offering to the Animo Archon Barbados.
But which Windblume are you talking about?
A good question. Diluc, care to explain?
Passing on messages and deliberating over ceremonial details. Sounds more like your line of work, Kaya.
No sense of humor. Traveler, the Windblume is always chosen by the Windblume Star, so the flower offered to the Animo Archon for this year's celebrations is entirely up to you.
Interesting.
Whoa! No pressure, huh?
Hey, where's the bartender? How come Master Diluc's mixing the drinks?
If it's Charles you're after, he's out on delivery.
And who is most directly responsible for creating the demand for an alcohol delivery service at this time of year in the first place?
I see. So, what do you make of Master Diluc's mixing ability?
Why don't we ask the formidable Sister Rosaria? What do you think?
He's not bad.
Formidable? Did you guys have a fight?
I'd call it a misunderstanding. I caught sight of a suspicious figure hurtling by the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Fortunately, I discovered in good time that it was Miss Rosaria, and stayed my hand.
Aha! So the suspicious figure that day was Rosaria all along!
Folks in Mondstadt are on edge with you constantly on the prowl. You're no ordinary sister, that's for sure.
Allow me to return the compliment, good Master Diluc. You're hardly a run-of-the-mill businessman yourself.
My, such a formidable wit, too. But really, is there any here among us today who can't be said to possess a talent or two? Even the celebrated honorary knight has graced us with their presence tonight. Truly, a good day for a drink.
Well said. So, Kaya, about that tuition fee?
Please collect the goods from Diluc. 3 bottles, as promised. They didn't come cheap.
The better the wine, the higher the price. Just economics.
How are you enjoying the Windblume Festival, Traveler?
It's fun time.
That's good
fetch
to hear.
quests.
A toast, everyone, to a happy Windblume festival and the free people of Mondstadt. Cheers.
Cheers! What a festival! Now, this won't drink itself.
Tone-deaf bard, spare a thought for other people. Paimon's looking for good food, not just good drink.
I was going to say, isn't it about time the tavern menu had a few starters and mains? What's a drink without something on the side?
Easier said than done.
Taverns are so much more fun than cathedrals. Speaking of which, doesn't everyone get time off for festivals like this? Why doesn't the church give us time off?
Well,
I doubt Charles is nimble enough to handle both.
I handle my booze better.
is Venti still here somewhere? So much fun that she's pissed off.
Close friend.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's the kind of person she is, I guess. Hey there, amiga! Are you here to listen to Six Fingered Joe's latest composition? I don't think so. Fear not, my creations do not disappoint. When it comes to the Windblume Festival, other bards think love songs. Madre mia, no sense of invention. I, Six-Fingered Jose, on the other hand, am not constrained by convention. I wish to eulogize the heroic epics of ages past. The people must remember that this is a day for commemorating heroes and resisting tyrants. Even if I haven't quite finished the last part yet, but once it's complete, it will bring my audience running back. Who are you again? You can call me Six-Fingered Jose, it's okay. I am a beloved bard of Mondstadt, or I should say, I used to be beloved. Sing for me, Jose, por favor. Oh, you want to hear my latest song? I call it Ode to a Morning Breeze. I just need to tune my instrument. Oh no. I am so sorry I have no audience to play for so long that now my strings are a little... I'll sing for you next time. Sure. Sure, Six-Fingered Jose. Sure. I don't think I was supposed to talk to him, but he now makes me think that probably a lot of people have Windblume Festival specific dialogue around here. Well, he specifically talked about the Windblume Festival, so I don't think we had that dialogue before. Not that same one, at least. Hey, Huffman. That's you. Salute you on that night. How may I be of service to you? No, doesn't seem like everyone has Windblume specific dialogue. Okay, good to know. Anyways, that was the end of the main Windblume story for today, but going by the last few ones, you probably have 2 more quests to do. Yes. The Sound of Discord and Adventures in Windblume. Look for Weil. Weil has caught wind of some concerning news and would like you to go and investigate. Iris, who has set up a shop at Dragonspine Base Camp, seems to want some help. Back to the mountain again. Later. First, let's look for Weil. Somewhere in that direction. So, will these quests be run around and get stuff again? Written games will be later. They are surely not part of the story. Written games will surely be later. Sounds of Discord. Yeah, I know where you're going. Are you one? Apparently you are. Why, if it isn't a traveler, we meet again. How are you finding the city's atmosphere? Pretty good. Ah, it's good that you think so. Still, this might not quite fit in with the festive mood, but perhaps you might be able to help me with something related to the festival. More accurately, that gentleman would like your help in this matter. Thought some people didn't go around asking others to do stuff during the Windblume festival. Ah, don't fret. This request does not fall within the usual strictures of the festival. So you've surely noticed the Windblume festival is a most busy time. People come and go, hustle and bustle. Almost everyone completely immersed in the festive mood. The knights will be too busy maintaining order to pay any attention to anything else. Defenseless crowds, overworked knights. To one such as the treasure hoarders, this must truly be a great opportunity. According to intelligence from that gentleman, some treasure hoarders have already infiltrated the city in all that hubbub, and are currently amidst the shops, pretending to enjoy the festival, and they are simply laying the groundwork for future operations. If the knights begin a large-scale search now, they will not only alert the treasure hoarders, but also ruin the atmosphere. Yet we cannot leave these criminals be. And that's why I come in. Of course, the gentleman specifically asked for you in this case, too. According to him, you're the best person for the job. Alright then, let's go to the heart of things. According to the intelligence that I've gathered, the infiltrated treasure hoarders all carry a pouch to help identify each other, and will use a code to confirm their comrades' identities. When the wind blows the flower about, that's when bystanders should watch out. Sounds like their style. Those who can recite this code should be our infiltrators. You should be able to get the location of their outdoor base from them. Once you have that intel in hand, please take the opportunity to take care of all of them. And the knights can't help with this. Why, they must be at their wits' end just trying to maintain order during the festival. In times like these, it's the duty of concerned citizens to share the load a little. Well, we're counting on you, honorary knight. Great. Look for the suspicious person with the package. Must be the dog. Surely. Well, let's look around.
Guess I'll post an expedition at the Adventurers Guild. Don't want to add to Anthony's troubles.
I wonder how many bouquets I'll receive this year.
Soup.
See how much this suspicious person stands out. I mean, your name is quite suspicious. I'm not sure if that's him, though. Wonderful. This place is positively busting. When the wind blows the flowers about. Oh, That's when bystanders should watch out. Ah, so you're one of ours. You're just in time. I've got my eyes on a pair of careless little lovebirds. Let's say we got us some more, eh? You attract their attention, I'll cut their purses. Once we've got them, let's head back to Windrise to meet up with the rest. Wonder how they are doing. Oh sure. You're just going to have to go on a little trip with me first. Wait, you ain't a treasure hoarder, who are you? Just a friendly neighborhood knight. Well, guess that's one guy in knight custody, but Paimon wonders how they get here so fast. Well, guess that's not too important. Didn't he say that they were going to meet up at Windrise? Let's go check it out. To wind we rise. Ready to set some bandits on fire. Not Dr. Edith though.
Boing, boing, boom!
Direct assault!
Boing, boing, boom! Hi! Woo! Hi-ya! Ah! Da-da-da! Hi! Woo! Wheel of life.
Should.
The hunter. The hunter.
Easy peasy. Hey, well, this took like a second. They won't be giving us any more trouble. Ah, as expected of the honorary knight. Well done, you did well chatting that treasure hoard up previously as well. As expected of the one that gentleman has his eyes on. Excuse me, have you been watching us this whole time? Well, of course. Or else was I going to call the knights over in the nick of time, All in all, thank you for your help. Please take these, and don't be shy about it. These are funds that our dear gentleman set aside for me to use. I'll see you around, and have a nice day. Oh, that one was quick and painful. Painless. How about Adventures in Windblume? Back to the foot of the mountain. Are we actually going to have to enter the main mountain area? Chances are high. Is something the matter? Did you come here to see the sights? Or did that boy Cyrus send you here on some commission? Well, whatever your reasons for being here may be, stay on your guard at all times. So, about your commission. Saw my commission and came running, did you? Well, I do have something that I need your help with. Specifically, I'd like you to take pictures of 2 places on Dragon's Spine. I'll mark the exact location for you on your map. As for compensation, I'll make sure you are paid as per the Adventure Guild's rules. How about it? Will you take the commission? Why do you need to take pictures in these 2 spots? Well, this has to do with Cyrus, ultimately. He asked me previously to get him some of Dragonspine's specialties. Said he wanted to use them as part of a recruitment drive during the Windblume Festival. Well, now is the festival period, but he hasn't contacted me at all. Must be busy, I suppose. Now that I mention it, He's at that age, isn't he? He should be busy with the festival. I think he might be way too old for that by now. Really? I don't really get that feeling. In fact, never mind. Let's not get into that right now. So far, I've collected some ores and put together some topographical charts and monster reports. I'd like some photos of scenic spots in Dragonspine to go with them. So, Traveler, would you mind helping me go up Dragonspine to take pictures of those two spots? You can count on me. Great! I'll leave it in your hands then. I've marked the 2 places out on your map. Just head there and come back once you're done. Not going to the city to see how things are going? It's a little too much for me. I personally prefer how things are here. I've got quite a lot on my plate to boot, so I doubt I can go at the moment. I've marked the 2 most scenic spots on your map. Just head there and come back once you're done. They sure like their new camera. There's one spot. I guess the second one appears as soon as I get that one. Load, please. Oh, are we gonna photograph the tree? Looks like we can see this tree really well from here. Let's take a picture. Let's not freeze to death while we take a picture. Second area. At least they're both close to teleport spots. He could have asked me to go to the mountaintop. Can see the Statue of the Seven from here. Let's take a picture around here. Such great pictures. That might not be a flight I can do. Still no foxes, I guess, while we are in the area. Let's check on them. They are right here by the Statue of the Seven anyways. I haven't put any food here in a while, so probably not. Oh, no, there's something eating, I think. And it's gone. I don't know if this is supposed to do anything. I guess I can place more food. Maybe eventually it will pay off. Who knows? YouTube is giving me a warning, but does the stream work fine? Just asking. The very end, they'll help me fight the Cocogoats.
The situation here seems trickier than I thought.
That's surely how things will work out. Is something the matter? Did you come here to see the sights? Or did that boy Cyrus send you? Oh, you're talking the same stuff. So about your commission. Just a few status. Okay. Oh, you're done already? Sure am. Thanks for your hard work. I've got the package I intended to send to that boy ready as well. Would you mind delivering it to him? I'll have your payment ready once you're done, so do remember to come back here. I'm not sure if this will be enough for him to use, but if he is recruiting, monster records and ores should pack the biggest punch. Okay, the warning is gone now. Talk to Cyrus. This recruitment drive doesn't look like it'll be any good at all. Special delivery from Iris. Oh, she sent me something. Right, that's right. I did ask her before, but I would wound up forgetting. What happened to enjoying the Windblume Festival? The Windblume Festival? No. I haven't had any time for that. Our previous recruitment program is obsolete. I'm busy coming up with a new one. Let me see what Iris sent me. Horse. No, that's no use. Young people these days couldn't be bothered with this stuff. Maps. Oh, it'll be useful for the guild members, alright, but I don't think that's any good for recruitment. Notes concerning monsters. Well, we should make some extra copies for our adventurers, but forget using it to attract new people. Oh, what's this? These two photos are pretty good. Beautiful scenery, and it looks safe too. Ah, this'll catch someone's eye, that's for sure. Why are you picking this? Looks like he's thrown out the ones actually related to adventuring. Ah, you don't understand the state the guild's in. Nowadays, young people aren't interested in things like monsters, ores, or topographical maps anymore. If you want to get the modern youngsters' attention, you need to give them something they can use. It's the Windblume Festival now, see? And these young folks are definitely spoiling for all sorts of unique, but not necessarily dangerous, ways of displaying their charm. Adventuring in Dragonspine is one such thing they can do. If the photos interest them, they might come to the guild to ask about them, and then they might join the guild. And even if they don't join, well, some extra commissions would be nice. What's more, if you look at these two drawings, they are both positioned next to the main road. As long as you're careful, you shouldn't be in any danger. I'm assuming you mean photos, not drawings. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrels, aren't we? Well, this is how things are. I wouldn't do this if you had any other ideas we could use. If you don't believe me, why don't you take these two photos and show them to some people? First, tell me what they First, tell them that we are recruiting, and then show these photos as recruitment material. You'll see why I had to come up with this idea in no time at all. You're really dragging this out, aren't you? Let's go to the statue and ask around. The other quest was so nice and quick. Jose! Hey there, amiga. Would you like to hear my latest composition? Actually, about the Adventure Skill recruitment. Adventure Skill recruitment? Lo siento. I'm not interested in such things. Running around like a headless chicken is no use to a bard. Besides, in the city of Mondstadt, surely the Knights of Favonius constitute better source material for composing an epic. Lo siento, I'm not interested in the Adventure Skill recruitment. Rescuing cats isn't great songwriting material. Here's the recruitment material. Is this Dragonspine? Cravista Magnifica. Perhaps a spot of sight, seeing what gave me new flourishes of inspiration, and it doesn't look too dangerous. I'll pass by the guild later and have a word. Even if I don't sign up, I'm sure I could hire an adventurer to escort me. If you don't join, you'll be known as Five-Finger Jose. A tour of Dragonspine. I can hardly wait. Oh, that worked. Helen, why are we talking to all the bards? Oh, can I help you? I was just about to start a tune. Oh, Dad. I did see a note, but it doesn't interest me. I can protect Mondstadt with my song. I don't need to become an adventurer. I heard that the majority of commissions are odd jobs. I don't see how it would benefit me. Sorry, I will politely decline, but thanks for thinking of me. But how about the recruitment material? Huh? It looks like Dragonspine. A statue of the Seven surrounded by snow. Such a striking image. So this must be at quite an altitude. People say that you can see for miles around up there. I bet my voice could carry over much further distances. You can't really see anything because of all the snow. I'll go and ask the guild a little later. I'm sure I saw something about adventurers for hire. I had no idea that adventurers went to such places. Fascinating. Okay, back to Cyrus. How did it go? Did you manage to gauge how everyone feels? Sure did. Then you see what I mean. That's the way things are. I've gotten used to it by now. I don't care how we do it, but so long as we find a method that brings results, I'll thank the Archons. I guess you'll be heading back to Dragonspine soon to report in with Iris. Do me a favor and deliver this letter to her. She'll definitely want to know about the situation of late here at the guild. Thank you. I hope we get some new recruits this time, but will the type of person who responds to this kind of marketing tactic be a reliable adventurer material? No, they'll just get lost on the mountain. And then we'll be having to save them. Is this where this quest is going? About the commission. You're back. What took you so long? I bet Cyrus got you to run some extra errands. I helped him make a few inquiries. Just what is that boy up to now? Oh, a letter. This letter talks about the recent state of the guild. Doesn't feel like a short read. Seems like he has been busy after all, even during the Windblume festival. Still, if he is working so hard, it's about time the Monster Adventurers Guild recruited some new members. Once we have enough recruits, he should be able to delegate the smaller matters to others and come adventuring with me again. That would be nice. I'll give this a good read, but seeing as Cyrus added to your workload, I'd be remiss if I didn't factor in an extra payment. Here you go. Thank you for your hard work. And that's that. Now we can have some fun. As usual, I guess we should start with the balloons. Because knowing me, we will start with them and then have to go back to them after we fail at them. Heart of the Lake. Balloon Scourge Fischl. O sorcerous bolt of sacred judgment, hear one's will and search forth. Render as dust all falsehoods with your sight. Splendid shooting, mein Fräulein. But is it really proper for me to support you from the side in this manner? Flying. Long metal branch. Very strong. But claws stronger. I still need to conduct more research and undertake more training before I can use a bow. And even then, I think that my skills can only come into play in this game. My bone specimens are all collected, and I don't usually get the opportunity or feel the need to go hunting. Start and end with the balloons. I wish it wouldn't happen, but chances are it will happen once again. Are we shooting balloons in the rain? No change in the rules, it seems. So let's see what we can do. Lightning better not strike me when I do this. Also, this piece of grass is in the way, but also lag. I see how these are supposed to work. Doesn't mean they do. I could be doing this differently, I feel. But oh well. These are dangerous. These are not. How did I do? We beat Razor on the first try, so that's a good start. But Fischl needs 4,000. Well, I know some mistakes I made, so let's try again. Ah, this time the music loaded. That's impressive. Also, this looks like a huge arrow, but I don't think there's anything above it. If there is, then I have been tricked. Okay, I need to shoot these earlier. Really? Are these the only ones left? That was close, but we are not starting and finishing with arrows today. Balloons. Yay. Sequence broke. Surely you must fail at something else now. How about dropping high from Bright Crown Canyon? The techniques used during this game can also be used in battle. I find it most meaningful. Getting a high score would be most praiseworthy too. The winds that blow from all sides have the scent of new sprouts and buds, bringing finches and crystal flies that surround me. Ah, this really is a ritual filled with life. My stomach's a little heavy, but I'll try to make up for it. Gliding is a necessary skill for a knight after all. Didn't really have any trouble with flying before. Must be a necessary skill for a maid. Anyways, I was about to say, we didn't really have any problem with flying before, but it's also the one of them that has added new obstacles before. Wonder if there'll be new dangers today. Windring balloon creates a downward air current when hit. That's bad. That is indeed bad. Let's try and avoid that. Flying backwards. Always flying backwards. Please they are not moving. Is there anything higher than those? Yes. Ah! Downwards wind currents.
I'm flying!
You are flying. Where's the goal? Where is the goal? There's the goal. Well, we beat Albedo. And we are not far off from Jean. So if we didn't get into that downward wind current, we might have just won. Bad. Very bad. I think I did worse this time. No, fine. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take 10 points over what I needed. And now for the one that feels the worst, probably. Music. Fondest strength. Actually.
Ha! I'm here.
Knowing that I can do that wherever. Let's get a nice background. Let's see if Sucrose is musical today. Singing and playing are skills any idol must have. Once I've gotten used to this lyre, I'll only get better and better. What an interesting diversion. Since everyone's in high spirits, I would truly be a shame if I didn't pitch in a little. If I learn a few awesome tunes, will it help rise my teammates' spirits? Well, it might at least bring a smile to their faces when we are down on our luck. Normal, please. Lag. I think my only two mistakes were lag related. Which is pretty sad. This, however, has nothing to do with lag. This is just me being slow. as we learned last time, a huge combo is all we kinda need. Also, the weather is turning bad. Maybe it heard me playing music. Please don't strike me with lightning while I'm playing music. Well, okay, I was beaten. Let's see if we are a pro. Let's see that there were two there. Well, at least they aren't too hard to beat. But I also think I got better at these over time, since at least the first one. Whew. Let's see if the storm also follows us to Peculiar Conqueror 3. I think I already saw who this time's bosses are. Colossus of the Hunt. At the end of the paradise, the trial that awaits adventurers is the fearsome combination of ruin guards and ruin graders. But it matters not. You should muster enough fecundity by precisely shooting for the ruin cores. Weak spots of these automations, even the defeat of a 15-meter tall humanoid mech, should prove no obstacle, no? Are you telling me to bring arrows? I can do that. Surely can do that.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me, he says. tried doing this in co-op for the last 2 days. It wasn't too bad. I think I don't really like this particular challenge. Mostly for the boss at the end. Like, I like the minigames. I'd be glad if it just be if it would just be the minigames. But the fact that you have to fight a boss at the end of it, I don't really enjoy that much. Not even because it's necessarily hard, but just because it takes time. Also, please stop lagging.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Yes, faster. Faster and okay faster. Nope, too risky. Nope, too risky. Perfect. Perfect. With one trial, we got 2 of the missions done. This one's new. The platform that lead to your destination will be marked out during the preparation phase. Okay. I don't really know the path anymore. Okay. I didn't fall, that's all I care about. Also, I think I got all the quests. This one's also new. No landing! Ascend using randomly generated wind currents while collecting as many flowers as possible. No landing! Don't land ever again. Assuming you're worth more points. See, I really enjoy these minigames. I want more minigames in this game. The tower defense last time also was super fun. But I definitely would not have played it a million times if there was a boss after each tower defense thing. Also, this was not nice of you at all to disappear like that. Definitely getting minus points for landing. Yep. A whole 10 points was lost for landing. Tragedy. And now we must fight a boss. Charge attacks from bow using characters have 100% crit rate. You don't let me read things. I hate you. You're like Honkai. Also bombs.
Ha! I'm here. Sprite Fairy! Don't leave me.
Good thing I have an arrow user.
A miscalculation.
Have I mentioned before that I hate that there's bosses at the end of these?
Oh. Orders given. Orders received.
Dumpty Dumpty go! I wanna go home now.
Burst forth.
Wheel of life.
This is currently an odd number of enemies. Fire will rain from above. Sure.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Wheel of life.
Coming to be. A miscalculation.
Wow. Faster? Okay, fast.
Stop slapping me.
Think you can bully me?
Yes, yes, they can bully you.
Live.
Ha! I'm here. Let's go, let's go.
Go.
Ha! I'm here. Shaken and stirred.
Come into moments of birth. Live. Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
Ha! I'm here.
Stop. Don't come any closer.
Can't keep my eyes open.
Why not?
Go.
Moment of birth.
David and Goliath, whatever that means today. Oh, I broke him. I should capitalize on that.
Come into being.
Sacred name, fortune
There's
faster.
currently an odd number of enemies. You don't say. Well, that could have gone better. Well, after all that, I sure need some Cocogoat milk. Honestly, I did not think I'd win that, but at some point they actually started taking damage from probably me shooting them with arrows. Cocogoat milk drinking sounds. So what was David and Goliath? Probably just bring him down, right? Paralyze a ruined crater by attacking its weak point. Sure. Chili Troll. Defeat the Frost and Launch. Uh-huh. Okay. Klee is currently dead, right? Sea of Clouds, Sea of People. Sinai Unicornis Chapter, Act 1. The Illuminated Beast of the Sea of Clouds. The three secretaries who originally worked at the Jade Chamber have appeared at Yujing Terrace. It looks like something has them tearing their hair out. Must be the Cocogoat. Must be the Cocogoat. Also, this time it's actually a unicorn. Last time it was... I always lose my connection in some places, but I guess nothing was necessarily lost. Too bad it didn't happen during the loading screen. Why couldn't it happen during the loading screen? Then we wouldn't have to sit through this together. And even though I'm also only teleporting here to heal, and then I'll be teleporting elsewhere. Loading screens are the pinnacle of the game, sure. Can't skip over those. Well, let's see what they are pulling their hairs out for.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Music? Music, please.
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
Well, they don't have a home anymore. A floating home, that is.
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler?
I've seen no Cocogoats around.
It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Why did she go to Joyun Karst?
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yue High Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Shouldn't you Shouldn't you get back to work?
We don't even know how long we've been working. We feel guilty for taking even a short breather like we are now.
Looks like you got a serious emergency on your hands.
Speaking of Joyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times.
That's good news. Could you go to Joyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload.
I'll do it. Life's at stake here.
We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
Sea of Clouds.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mount Aozong? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
Cloud Retainer. Our favorite bird. Hopefully we don't need to feed her again to enter her abode. It would be the third time. Doesn't seem like we're going to the table in the center of this lake. At least not yet. food retainer. That's quite accurate.
The person standing over there! That's Ganyu! We finally found her!
Goat found.
Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? Ah, I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Left the human world?
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back!
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well.
I believe there's been a huge misunderstanding.
I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort.
Ganyu.
After 1,000 years away, I came back to Juyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Oh hey, you came out without getting food. Hi, David. Welcome back again. You also came out without getting food.
We're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well.
Get along? You're cooking dinner right now. Guess I'm wrong then.
Ah, a matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Now, that's a good topic.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball.
What is this story?
The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
I think you upset Ganyu. Slightly.
Ah, one's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
You might have made it more awkward.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? Huh. But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end. She should be in the southern part of Mount Aozang right now, preparing for the trial.
Is the trial a domain? It usually ends up that way.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then.
This trial will test her spirit. Even so, one hopes that it shall trouble her little.
This is a nice lighting right now. I enjoy it. I don't really stream every 3 days. I stream whenever there is something going on in either Genshin Impact or Honkai Impact. It's just that this current event has something new every 3 days. Also, I am too low. That seems to be an easy way up. A letter, the most useless item in this world. You are quite correct. Oh, and David, to answer your other question, there's at least 2 viewers currently. So Ganyu, where's your trial?
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here?
I'd like to try this Adeptus training.
Is that so? You really are interested in the ways of Adepti. This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
Nothing is too difficult for us.
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
Press R to enter and exit aiming mode. "12 monuments."
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
I had my arrow training already today. I don't think you can provide anything I can't do.
Wow! Ganyu's a really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
That is uncalled for. Just putting blocks inside me.
We've completed the task. What do you think?
Perhaps I'd make a good Adeptus.
I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti, despite having none of their blood.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
Is it Mooncarver?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is...
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Oh. Shao.
Huh. So it's Shao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
What a surprise.
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming. He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are! Let's go!
Oh, he's by this weird half crystalline tree. It's quite an interesting landmark. Let's be the third wheel. I shall.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
Xiao might be a good teacher after all.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
Are we fighting? Am I gonna be able to explain her, or will enemies pop up? As you have seen, she is an arrow user, and an ice type arrow user at that. Her arrows, when they hit something, split into a little bomb that shoots more ice arrows around it. Quite useful. Her elemental attack is both a backwards dash and leaves a flower behind. This flower attracts enemies to it and then explodes. Maybe we will see her ultimate attack in action soon after. Yes, she would have been very useful for the balloon challenge, I'm sure.
Focus on the trial. I'm not here for idle chatter.
But a butterfly. Eat it.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
I think the access is denied.
All hail!
All hail. She sets up an orb that shoots ice in a field, freezing everything inside. Ganyu is a very good character.
No touching.
And I enjoy her much more than Child, that's for sure.
This is long overdue. Access denied. Access denied. Access denied. This is long overdue. No touching. Born of ice and frost.
Life goes on. Animal test 60 Squirrel, Mark 2.
Access denied. Blaze over. We're way behind schedule. No touching.
Way behind schedule.
Wheel of life.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
You could be nicer while sharing them.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain?
Yes, we are. Totally we are. Especially Paimon.
Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Totally.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I can see why Shao finds this type troublesome.
Huh. He can handle any battle, but talking to strange humans is a different story, huh?
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
She can freeze you on the spot.
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the Adepti?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money?
You just can't take criticism.
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said, he was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that I...
Go back to Leo Harbor with us. Please, for those 3 people working themselves to death.
But I'm unwelcome in Leo Harbor. As an Adeptus,
Can you believe a human like me just this once?
It's true! Just believe us!
Alright. I'll go with you to Leo Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
Please don't prove her right.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go!
Ningguang sounds like someone who would come up with a plan like this, so I wouldn't be surprised. David, I'm assuming you're talking about the Hasha Thunder costume. I barely managed to get it the last few days.
I'm fine. Not scared.
We're finally back!
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn back now, do you?
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the 2 of you now.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Yeah, I was lucky to have my gems saved up before the before this update. But they're also steadily rising. What level are you in Honkai? Because Abyss, or Superstring Abyss, whatever it's called, is probably giving me most of my crystals.
Please declare your commercial good.
Faster?
Okay, faster.
Yeah, early game it can be quite difficult to get gems. I remember that. Still, Abyss should be your main source for them.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Obviously, aside from all the event rewards going on right now, where you can trade them in. Quickly, what sounds are you making?
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh, that's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Karst, in fact.
Why, isn't it little Miss Ganyu? I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Little Miss Ganyu.
Please don't also start calling me that.
Okay, I'll stick with Cocogoat.
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
I'm trying to remember if I've ever messed with him.
Oh, little Miss Ganyu. Your kind words make me feel that my decades of hard work haven't been in vain.
Uncle Tien, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Oh, my apologies. It's not intentional, just a childhood habit of mine. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes, she works at Yua High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
Take her job back.
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh?
I'm afraid Ganyu didn't even notice.
Let's move then to Yuhai Pavilion.
Let's teleport. The new gacha is Starlight Astrologers, I think. If yes, then well done. She is pretty good. How much will this hurt? Not too bad.
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he?
Sure did.
Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuhai Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
And she has completely forgotten that we are following her.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records.
Always gotta do taxes.
There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario.
I assume we're just gonna put them on ice. That's 1,000 years of work experience for you.
All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
You want them to expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
Haven't we met that guy like 1,000,000 times already?
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
Feel like we keep running into Bolai on every quest in Liyue. Is inconveniently placed or underneath the city.
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you must be from the Yuhai Pavilion?
We indeed meet again.
I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you my wares.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuhai Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? Second Life?
Nice bait.
Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my customers.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Oh, tax records? Thriving?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Balleye?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
That's real petty.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully. Line by line and word by word. Ah, here, I found it! That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it in front of me. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for himself.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected. Ugh, I can't wait to watch him squirm.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might still have some proof of it.
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice. He wouldn't be swayed by the likes of Dongsheng.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chingsa Village. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balleye.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence. That's the best way to show your gratitude.
We sure won't.
I'm afraid I can't go to Chingsa Village.
We will, don't worry.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work. Leave the rest to us.
Ah, that's so considerate of you. Still, I'm sorry to trouble you like that.
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Liyue.
Your food got too spicy because you only had chili peppers at home. Personally, I like spicy food quite a lot, but too much can really ruin it. I hope it's still edible. When you're hungry, many things are edible. That is true. Let me also pick up some chili while we are moving to our next location. And some more chili. Then this guy's conversation struggles to load.
Ah, welcome, welcome.
How can an old carpenter like me help you? I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always around if you're keen for a chat.
Chingsa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuehai Pavilion, right? Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away, then.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that transaction?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng otherwise.
Of course you can. But I'm not so sprightly anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenters. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse west of here. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. I tried to drive them away, but they just wouldn't leave.
I guess we'll put them on ice.
Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself. And while you're at it, you can teach those louts a lesson.
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
Slowly getting back to work.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us to show our stuff in a fight.
Is the warehouse a domain?
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Ah, over there.
Oh, Paimon sees them too. It's one of the Fatui.
Why is it always Fatui? What is he trying to do?
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Shouldn't we observe him for a while first?
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. You need not worry. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intentions. Consider it my intuition as the secretary of the Qixing.
So you took your job back?
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
I hope he's the water kind of Fatui. My favorite food, you're asking. Not really picky. A good meat of any kind with some nice side dishes.
Frostbite, frozen, crisp.
And I'll be very happy. Also, he is an ice elemental. Guess it's time for Klee.
Jumpy Dumpty go!
Can I get him into the water, or will he die first? I might not be able to throw him off this place.
Jumpy Dumpty go! Action flash! Yeah!
Scoundrels!
Don't worry about asking random questions. Fat Ui is also a nice comment. Surely isolated from his own cult.
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I think we were harsh enough.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Chinksa village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
Pick some flowers?
About to... what?
Pick berries over there.
I had a feeling, just the way he was positioned.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
Man, he's huge.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Chinksa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Stealing berries from old people? Not like we are doing that every day.
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim here.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries, that's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
You might have blamed him for nothing.
I also feel that he's telling the truth.
Your feelings were quite wrong just a few minutes ago.
Whoopsie!
I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
Good choice.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work. My intuition is not as accurate as it used to be.
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice, after all.
Have I eaten Hungarian food? What are some Hungarian foods? Like, particularly Hungarian foods. I wouldn't be surprised if I have eaten Hungarian food before. I'm dropping too far. Don't wanna climb back up if I can help it. Oh, it's just some hilly trolls in this
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hill turtles. Let's show them what we got. Absorption test. Enhanced animal module 75.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking. Come to be witness my great undertaking.
Oh yeah, I've definitely eaten goulash before.
Burst forth.
Dumpy Dumpy. Animal test 6308. Don't break my glasses. Wheel of life.
More enemies.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
Burst, witness my great undertaking.
Dumpy Dumpy go.
I'm assuming from your question that you are from Hungary.
All clear. Quick, let's look around for the invoice.
Is it here?
This one is an invoice from One Man Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it.
I'm sure I've eaten good goulash and bad goulash.
This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too.
Great, we need coffins. That was also not it. Where are there more arrows around here?
La la la.
Oh. On the floor, but first, chest.
This one is Second Lives. We finally found it. Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
Wonder how much longer this quest will go on. We have not yet had a reason to go to a domain, surprisingly. Although we did fight enemies otherwise, so maybe we won't. We even got to play as our Cocogoat quite a bit already.
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, you're back.
Yes, please excuse my explosive entrances.
I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about like that.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters. We've brought it back.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can solve this problem.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and have a nice chat with the owner?
La la la, da da da.
Time for making someone regret tax fraud.
Da da da. La la la.
La la la, tax fraud.
La la la.
Welcome, welcome to Second Life. What would you like to buy? Your tax records.
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion? I remember you. I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Well, about those.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself. But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Not so confident now, are you?
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty? How come? That's impossible. Absolutely absurd.
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure. Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Fanmu Carpenters. I'm Master Lu. I didn't...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave a single trace.
Apparently you did.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he told on me behind my back. He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this dirty laundry. Would you care to elaborate?
And then we stole his beats.
I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can take it from here.
That's good.
I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position, that's how Uncle Tien managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many years. I figured that as Uncle Tien's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strategies. So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had. Thank you.
Ganyu solved both Huixin's work and family problems. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must allow me to repay your kindness.
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious. It was nothing, really.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are invited as well. I appreciate your help.
We enjoy meals here.
Alright, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat.
Paimon, don't forget your manners.
Oh, come on. It's just a meal.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll be my pleasure, Huixin.
Nice face, Li-Huan. Nice face.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right. We dare not refuse such generosity.
The key here is consumer psychology. Join the Adventurers Guild. Have a blast.
It's time for the expensive restaurant. Been a while since we've been here. As reflected by a rather lengthy loading screen.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
Sure.
Come on, sit down, Paimon.
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help, there's something I'd like to tell you.
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away. No need to hesitate.
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu. Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I always admired how gentle and reliable you are. I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuhai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough. But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague.
No going into the mountains and becoming a hermit or something, whatever you are planning.
You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huishin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Yeah, she is not allowed to rest.
Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, the stories of its people. But I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huishin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor, apart from my contract with Rex Lapis. They rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
No, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right. That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary.
You haven't been fired. It's a misunderstanding.
Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence.
It will certainly have.
No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Are you not gonna finish your food? In that case, Paimon will.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
Goes back, is actually fired. Becomes a hermit after all. Are we sure we don't want to keep eating? No? Okay then. And let's see. Who is getting fired today?
Faster.
Just picking some flowers while I'm in the area. Because I'm sure I'm gonna miss them if I don't.
Faster. Okay, faster.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing up? Look! Look who's back!
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Oh no.
Not at all. We've been working for too long. If we didn't take a break...
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all, given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to save all life.
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right. All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and those that are in progress. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Oh, finally. We're saved.
Yes. There's one more thing. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now.
It was a fun adventure for me too.
To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. It makes me happier than I could have imagined. I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I accompanied you on one of your trips?
To a domain?
Sure, but are you ever done with work, Ganyu?
Nope, she isn't. No domains for us.
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
There were no domains in this story. I'm not complaining about that. A little bit of variety doesn't hurt.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Oh. Didn't even notice that until now. But we reached 2,200 points in Battle of Breeze, Founder Strength on Pro Mode. We are very musical. These sure take a while to load.
This money, more infested.
And this is the first time since forever that I have literally no quests to do. It feels slightly empty inside. I think completing Ganyu's story should have unlocked the 2 last regular quests in Liyue. I just don't know where they are, or I would have started them right now. Maybe I'll find them for next time. Or we'll do the dates with the 2 guys next time. Really, it's all up in the air, I guess. I generally haven't even shown off the regular quests on stream. But considering they are the last ones I have to do, it might be something I can do when there is time in a
Just need a
stream.
moment to quickly take down some notes.
But for today, I think that's enough. I think we've done quite a lot. So, until next time.
Animal hypostasis emulation!
What she said. No. We will return in probably 3 days to look at the final part of the Windblume Festival and those 2 dates. Hangouts, hanging with the boys. Until then, thank you for watching and good night. We finally found our Cocogoat.